Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Institution of Civil Engineers Bicentenary Hong Kong Innovation Summit. The title of the summit is Transform and Protect Lives. Please be seated. Please join us in welcoming the officiating guests. The Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, the Honourable Mrs. Carrie Lam, GBM, GBS.
President of the Institution of Civil Engineers, Professor Lord Robert Mair.
Secretary for Development, Mr. Michael Wong Wai Lun, JP.
Vice President of Institution of Civil Engineers, Professor Mak Chai Kwong, GBS, JP.
Permanent Secretary for Development Works and ICE Representative of Hong Kong, Mr. Hon Chi Keung, JP.
Chairman of the Institution of Civil Engineers Hong Kong Association and Acting Head of the Geotechnical Engineering Office of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Professor Ken Ho, JP. Once again, welcome to the ICE Bicentenary Hong Kong Innovation Summit. My name is Adrian Kay.
And my name is Louise Tan. We are honored to be the Masters of Ceremony for today. This year, 2018, ICE is celebrating its 200th birthday with a series of activities echoing the theme of people, impact, and the future. With this, the summit today aims to provide a platform for engineers to understand the major challenges our generation is facing and to stimulate their creativity and commitment towards future infrastructure development and the need for resilience in our society.
To kick off the summit, may we please join us in giving a warm welcome to the Chairman of ICE Hong Kong Association, Professor Ken Ho, to come on stage to deliver his welcoming address. Professor Ken Ho, please.
The Honourable Mrs. Carrie Lam, Professor Lord Robert Mair, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. A very warm welcome to you all for joining the Institution of Civil Engineers Bicentenary Hong Kong Innovation Summit, which will focus on smart city and climate resilience. Civil engineers have made significant contributions in transforming Hong Kong from a tiny fishing village on a barren rock into a world-renowned metropolis, and in safeguarding the community from natural disasters, including flooding, landslides, and typhoons. Hong Kong is ranked world #1 in infrastructure for the 8th time in succession by the World Economic Forum, and our landslide risk management system is of international repute. Whilst we take great pride in our legacy and accomplishments, we should not shy away from the reality that Hong Kong is ranked only 26th in innovation by the World Economic Forum, and that the construction industry is beset with acute and unprecedented challenges. We need to advance our domain expertise, embracing innovations and leveraging cutting-edge technology in order to enhance quality, productivity, and competitiveness. In essence, the construction industry must strive towards excellence in respect of sustainability, intelligence, and resilience, and turn visions into game-changing actions. To commemorate the 200th anniversary of the Institution of Civil Engineers, the ICE Hong Kong Association we'll be launching a series of flagship events in 2018 to enthuse the profession, promote skills and technology transfer, and inspire the next generation. Allow me to give you a flavor of some of our signature events of the ICE200 program. Firstly, as a centerpiece event, this Innovation Summit brings together internationally esteemed experts, top-notch professionals, and eminent academics, making up a dream team of heavyweight speakers to discuss the breakthrough and strategic direction of the construction industry and how to overcome obstacles in making transformational changes. Secondly, riding on the Innovation Summit, we are organizing a masterclass for tomorrow's global leaders, which is targeted primarily at high school students on the following day. This masterclass features a star lineup of charismatic industry champions delivering inspirational tech talks, that is, technology and engineering, climate and humanitarian issues, together with interactive games on smart city, showcase of the application of virtual reality technology, and visits to landmark projects. Thirdly, from the 21st of March to the 22nd of April this year, we have secured a prominent area in Elements, a large shopping mall in West Kowloon District, to rebuild the Guinness World Record ICE Lego suspension bridge, which measures 31 meters in length. That is longer than a basketball court, for public exhibition. The design of this Lego bridge is masterminded by Dr. Robin Sham, a world-famous bridge guru of Hong Kong Chinese origin who works locally. This will help showcase the local profession's ingenuity and promote the exporting of our technical and project management expertise to other countries. It will also connect civil engineers with the general public and promote STEM education. Incidentally, talking of bridges, the special design of our backdrop, which incorporates a fusion of the Clifton Bridge in Bristol and the Chiang Mai Bridge in Hong Kong, is to signify innovation, collaboration, and excellence. That is ICE. Fourthly, we are organizing a bespoke series of ICE200 distinguished lectures, which will be open to the public and highlight our societal contributions with the use of our special expertise and professionalism as unsung heroes. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, we have a most exciting year ahead. Now, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all our distinguished speakers and VIP guests today, in particular, the Honourable Mrs. Carrie Lam, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong SAR, and Professor Lord Robert Mair, President, Institution of Civil Engineers. I also wish to convey my heartfelt appreciation to all our sponsors for their generous support. Special thanks are due to all members of the Summit Organizing Committee and the various subcommittees who have worked extremely hard to make this summit a great success. Last but not the least, I wish to thank all you participants for your great support. I am sure you'll find the exchange of novel ideas in today's event most fruitful and inspiring. Thank you very much. Now I have the great honor to invite the Honourable Mrs. Carrie Lam, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to come up to the stage and deliver the opening address. Chief Executive, please.
Lord Mayor, CK, Professor Ho, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm very pleased to be here today in my capacity as both Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and Honorary Fellow of ICE at ICE Bicentenary Hong Kong Innovation Summit to congratulate the ICE on its 200th anniversary. Founded by 3 young engineers in a London coffee shop, ICE has evolved into a global organization, and today it counts some 91,000 members in more than 150 countries. It is indeed a remarkable achievement. A measure of the importance of ICE and the civil engineers who make it shine can be found at a glance of your summit program brochure. It offers a profusion of welcome messages coming from the extraordinary range of industry interests that depend on the support of civil engineers. The brochure features laudatory messages from a wide range of government bureaus and departments, as well as the Construction Industry Council, the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks, the Mass Transit Railway, Occupational Safety and Health Council, the Productivity Council, the Urban Renewal Authority, and more. These and so many other players count on you, civil engineers, to help shape our economy, our society, and the prosperity we are all working for. I'm not an engineer by training or profession, but I have had ample opportunities to work closely with many civil engineers in my previous capacity as Secretary for Development. And I'm grateful to them for their knowledge, skills, and experience, which continue to transform and protect lives, as today's summit theme so ably highlights. In Hong Kong, civil engineers have been instrumental in building our renowned infrastructure, in providing solutions to many of our social challenges despite the numerous natural constraints they must work with, and in keeping our cities safe. The primary challenge is a shortage of developable land. Topographically, Hong Kong is mountainous with scanty flatland. Reclamation has long been one means of increasing land supply for community and economic development, with the earliest reclamation projects going back to the early 1850s, forming the land that became the Queen's Road Central and the Bonham Strand today. While these engineering challenges still remain, today's engineers have to be equipped with the skills and temperament in conducting public engagement to secure community support for some of the land supply solutions. Providing public utilities is another challenge. In the past, the people of Hong Kong got their water from wells and streams. Our first reservoir in Pok Fu Lam on Hong Kong Island was built in 1863 to meet the surging demand for potable water. While a stable supply of water is secured through purchasing water from Guangdong, engineers now are preoccupied with stepping up leakage control, promoting the use of reclaimed water, and venturing into seawater desalination. Transportation was a challenge from the very beginning, given the rugged uplands and steep slopes that characterize so much of Hong Kong. The construction of the Kowloon Canton Railway in 1910 was one of the Hong Kong's earliest large-scale transport successes. Our mass transit railway system now reaches into all of Hong Kong's 18 districts and forms the backbone of a comprehensive and efficient public transportation network. Connecting regionally and globally was another challenge, one we must meet with our airport core program in the 1990s. And some of the distinguished engineers associated with ACP, like Jim Blake and Doug Oakville, are with us today. It covered the construction of a new airport, as well as the road and rail links to the airport. Today, the Hong Kong International Airport is the world's busiest cargo gateway and among the world's busiest passenger airports. It has helped secure Hong Kong's position as a regional transshipment center, a passenger hub, and a gateway to mainland China and the rest of Asia. And we are working to maintain our regional and global competitiveness by building a 3-runway system involving the reclamation of some 650 hectares of land. Speaking on connectivity, you will no doubt be aware that the 26-kilometer Hong Kong section of the Guangzhou-Shenzhen-Hong Kong Express Rail Link, due to open in the third quarter this year, will take passengers from Hong Kong to Guangzhou non-stop in 48 minutes. The massive 41.6-kilometer Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, which is reaching readiness for commissioning, will shorten traveling time between the airport and Zhuhai from 4 hours to 45 minutes. To provide more convenience to the hundreds of thousands daily commuters between Hong Kong and Shenzhen, a new control point, the 7th land crossing, will also be completed this year. These major cross-boundary infrastructure projects will enhance Hong Kong's connectivity with mainland China, providing us with access to the latest people, capital, land, market, and other opportunities. A tribute to civil engineers in Hong Kong will not be complete without highlighting the silent heroes in doing projects which are less eye-catching. By this, I'm referring to my many engineering colleagues working on drainage and sewerage projects, reducing significantly the number of flood-prone spots in Hong Kong and protecting our environment. Likewise, our geotechnical engineers, committed to extensive lift safety, works over several decades, are heroes of our city. The above-mentioned projects were or will be completed by numerous engineers over the span of our development history. Diversified they may seem, they all serve the same purpose of protecting and transforming lives. Our civil engineers' contribution to making Hong Kong a global city as it is today is out there for all to see. My government is committed to ensuring that Hong Kong will continue to be a thriving, sustainable, and livable global city. To achieve that in the era of innovation and technology, we have to build Hong Kong into a world-class smart city. In this regard, we published the Smart City Blueprint for Hong Kong in December last year. The blueprint maps out development plans in the next 5 years, aiming to enhance the effectiveness of city management and improve people's quality of living, as well as Hong Kong's attractiveness and sustainability by making use of innovation and technology. It lists out various strategies and initiatives in 6 major areas, namely smart mobility, smart living, smart environment, smart people, smart government, and smart economy. Some of the initiatives will help address the social challenges that I mentioned just now. Take transportation as an example. Given our development density, there is little scope for us to widen our existing roads or build new roads. Instead, we will work towards an intelligent transport and traffic management system. We plan to complete the installation of about 1,200 traffic detectors in all strategic roads to provide real-time traffic information, and develop the installation of in-vehicle units for allowing motorists to receive such information. We will install new on-street parking meters with provision of parking vacancy information and examine practical measures to enable public car parks to also provide such information so as to facilitate drivers to find parking space without unnecessarily circulating on roads. We are going to engage the public to develop a detailed electronic road pricing pilot scheme in Central and its adjacent areas. It will introduce pilot intelligent traffic signal systems at road junctions. We'll also adopt automatic tolling system for the new Jiangguangou-Lamtin Tunnel. All these will help people plan their journeys and move around more efficiently, thereby increasing the capacity of our road network and alleviating traffic congestion. To support smart city development, we will invest heavily in digital infrastructure. We will push ahead with the EID initiative, allowing everyone to use a single digital identity and authentication to conduct government and commercial transactions online. We will implement the multifunctional smart lamppost pilot scheme starting from 2019 to facilitate collection of real-time city data to enhance city management and other public services, as well as complement the future infrastructure development for 5G mobile communication services in Hong Kong. We will also encourage open data in public and private sectors. Among others, we will build a new big data analytics platform by 2020, which will enable real-time data transmission and sharing among government departments. I'm personally chairing a high-level interdepartmental steering committee on innovation and technology to steer development of INT and smart city projects, ensuring that they will be taken forward in an expeditious and efficient manner. However, government efforts alone will not be sufficient. Smart city calls for close collaboration among the government, industry, academia, and citizens over the whole cycle of implementation, from identification of city challenges, formulation of policy and strategy, research and development, conceptualization of potential projects, feasibility assessment, proof of concept through pilot projects to citywide implementation. Taking into account the experience in other jurisdictions, we will consider appropriate implementation models, including public-private partnership, for smart city projects. A dedicated smart city office will be set up in the Innovation and Technology Bureau to coordinate smart city projects across different government departments and agencies in the public and private sectors and monitor project progress and effectiveness. I know that smart city as well as innovation and intelligent infrastructure will be among the topics to be covered in today's summit. I'm sure that you will all benefit from the insight of the distinguished speakers. Such knowledge and experience sharing will no doubt help engineers continue their meaningful work to transform and protect lives. On that note, I congratulate ICE once again on its 200th anniversary. I wish you all a very rewarding summit and the best of business in this brand new year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Lam. Would you please remain on stage as you're about to officiate the opening of the summit? May we invite the following guests on stage to join the Chief Executive in officiating the opening ceremony. Professor Lord Mayor, Mr. Michael Wong Lai Yun, JP, Mr. Hong Chi Kung, and Professor Ken Ho, JP. Thank you. Shall we take a group photo before we start? Would all guests please move forward to the podium and hold the podium bar with your right hand. Of your right hand, and please look at the photographer. There is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. Let us count down from 3, and would all guests please push up the bar? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Congratulations! The ICE Bicentenary Hong Kong Innovation Summit is now officially opened. Thank you, Mrs. Lam, and thank you all guests. Would all guests please remain on stage as we shall have our group photo with all the keynote speakers, session chairmen, and the VIPs of the summit. Please bear with us while the hotel staff set up the stepped platform.
Let us invite the officiating guests to come on stage. Past President of ICE, Dr. Douglas Ogilvie. Director General of ICE, Mr. Nick Bavenstock. Vice President and Managing Director of Greater China Water Business, Black and Veatch, Mr. Alan Mann. Senior Vice President of ACOM, Mr. Stephen Engblom. Vice President of China Communications Construction Company and Vice President of ICE Beijing Branch, Mr. Sun Ziyu. Trustee of Arab Group Limited and Non-Executive Director of Crossrail UK, Mr. Terry Hill. President of HK Academy of Engineering Sciences, past president of HKIE and chairman of Arab Group Trust, Dr. Andrew Chan. Past president of ICE, Dr. Jean Venable. Chairman of Construction Innovation and Technology Application Center, Construction Industry Council, Mr. Thomas Ho. Vice President of Imperial College London, Professor David Khan. Executive Director of Third Runway Airport Authority of Hong Kong, Mr. Kevin Poole. Dean of BCA Academy of and former CEO of Hong Kong and Construction Authority in Singapore, Dr. John Keung. Deputy Head and Professor at the Department of Civil Engineering of Shanghai Jiao Tong University, Dr. Yang Jun. Chairman of Summit Organizing Committee, Dr. Eric Lee.
And Sir Gordon Wu of Hopewell Holdings Limited.
Okay, please take a look at our photographers. Yeah. No idea. Thank you very much. Please be seated.